All right. Shalom. Shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakal Kodash, Kala Imla, Alahayanawa, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakal Kodash. So give me the spirit to come out here and do this camp video. Double honors to the elect elders of Israel that rule well. Strong salutations to brothers out there that labor in sound doctrine and in sincerity. Yahweh Shema Shah Barakatham Hofelek, and peace, blessings, and salutations to the house of David the elect. All right, and we back out here, man. Night of tonight. He shoe of knowledge. I'm gonna start off with that scripture. You know, because the scriptures are undefeated. You know, the scriptures are undefeated, man. All right, the scriptures are undefeated, and you can't beat the scriptures, man. You can't tussle and wrestle and then win over this. The scriptures gonna prevail above all, man. All right, the scriptures gonna prevail above all. This is that sword. You gotta have your sword, man. Gotta have your sword, man. You know, cutting and slicing it. You know, and you're like, you know, hit. You know, might zigzag on them, man. You might, you know. Come on, man. Psalms 19. This thing is powerful. Psalms 19 and 2. Day unto day, utter speech. Night unto night, shoe of knowledge. Right? Night unto night, shoe of knowledge. We out here, man. Night in the night, shoe of knowledge. You know? Every day, non-stop, on the clock. Diligent. Diligent, man. Diligent. You know? But rather, brethren, be diligent to make your calling and election sure. Right? But rather, brethren, be diligent to make your calling and election sure. You know? It is what it is, man. All right, let me Proverbs 22 and 29. All right. Proverbs 22 and 29. Seest thou a man diligent in his business? Right? Proverbs 22 and 29. Seest thou a man diligent in his business? Right? You see a man diligent in his doings, in his works, right? You see a man diligent in his business? Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. Before kings. He gonna stand before kings, man. All right, rulers. All right, royalty, if you will. He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men. All right, that word mean is going to insignificant. He shall not stand before insignificant men. You know, he shall not stand before insignificant men. Right? So I'm gonna read that again. Proverbs 22 and 29. Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men. Right. That's what it's all about. It's about being diligent, baby. It's about being diligent in righteousness. Right? It's about being diligent in righteousness. Okay? It's a marathon. You gotta pace yourself. Right? You gotta pace yourself. It's a balance. That's why you gotta pace. You know, you can't rush it all, do it all. Right? But you set a pace for yourself, you know, in this race. You set a pace for yourself, right? you know, push your limits from time to time, and the Lord pushes brothers' limits, man. He do that through different trials, tribulation, and adversity. You know, so it's about pacing yourself. You know, pacing yourself. You know, pacing yourself, man. Find your pace and be consistent, diligent in that, right? And through trouble, persevere. Keep that always, and you persevere through the trouble. I mean, you remain diligent. You remain persistent. All right, you remain steadfast. In other words, steadfast, man. Right, steadfast. That means to be diligent at a constant pace. You know, to be that means to be diligent. And you got man, they chariot out here every night, man. This angel out here every night. You know, every night, man, that I started to see, man. As a chariot, call Loyal Bashima Shah, Barkatea, Barkatea, Shah, Barkatea, Barkatea, Shah. This chariot right here, man. And I know this area is spiritual. This building behind me is a church, and the name is highly spiritual, man. And I know that, that me doing this work and setting up the altar, doing it, offering my body as a living sacrifice, hoping the Lord receive me through my trial, tribulation, my adversity as a burnt offering through the purification and sanctification of me getting hallowed, me getting myself together, and being perfect, trying to make myself spotless, blameless before the throne of Yahweh Shai. This angel, this chariot, man, constantly blinking, hovering. I noticed the angel, I noticed the chariot. It's the same angel, same chariot. The thing about it, the thing is blinking. Maybe I don't know if I can flip my camera around. Let me see. Maybe I could flip my camera around. You know? Let's see. No, I don't think I can flip it. Right? I don't think I can flip it. No, I can't flip it. All right. I can't flip it. So it is what it is. You know. Which one? Yeah, I can't flip it. But it is what it is. But there is a chariot. It's hovering, blinking. It's cloaking. Right? The lights. I know it's a chariot. I mean, it's clear as day. That thing been standing that whole every night. It appears, it'll move around a little bit. And the first time I noticed it, it was moving around. It was showing me that it wasn't a plane. And then when I, a plane had appeared, came out of nowhere. That was the spirit showing me what the difference. Okay, plane, and then planes don't hover. Stars don't do that. Stars is not this low to the ground. You know, where it was moving. Stars don't just move slowly. Shooting stars gonna shh. So I know that's a chariot. I know that's the world call a UFO, unidentified flying object, or a UAP, unidentified area phenomenon. And no, Esau has not. He didn't shoot down a real chariot. That's Project Bluebeam. That's all false, man. All right, he didn't shoot down a UFO, not a real one. All right, you can't shoot down the chariots, man. Look, man, let me get that scripture. You can't shoot down an angel, man. Did you see what that? I got a video on my channel with a short. It's about them shooting a missile at the chariot. The chariot took the missile and threw it back down to the earth. So you think these devils can? You think these devils got the power to shoot an angel out the sky? Hell, the angels are Allah. They Allahim. They gods. They powers. They immortal. All right, they're fourth dimensional beings. These chairs are fourth dimensional vehicles, man. They do not operate within these domains laws and structural systems that the Most High set up for this third dimensional physical realm and the material world that we in. They don't operate by the so you think these devils can literally shoot an angel or a chariot so like from out the sky? Come on, you have to be a fool to you would have to be a fool to believe that. All right, the chairs. So you telling me the chairs of salvation with the Most High are going to use, all right, to get his praise and fame in every land, that beam us up out of here. You telling me these heathens was supposed to be it's supposed to be our defense. The Lord said in Isaiah 26, come out people, hide thyself in our chambers as it was for a little while, right? So like, so you think these people are going to be able, all right, to literally shoot down the chariots of salvation? All right, the Lord is going to be riding upon a swift cloud. Those things the chairs are indestructible, man. I'm pretty sure they're indestructible. If they want, they'll show you. If you wanted to shoot a nuke at them, nothing would. The nuke, it could just be radioactivity throughout the material world in the atmosphere where that blast happened, and that angel, that chariot, would be standing there like nothing. All right, Esau, you have no clue what you're dealing with. You're in the matrix. All right, trying to fight with the real. Your hands are too short to fight with God, as they say in the word. Your hands too short to fight with the Most High Yahweh. Esau, you cannot win this thing. All right, those demons, Satan has pumped your head up. He has fed your lies and told you that you have a possibility. Right? No, you don't have a possibility. There's no way. There's no way, okay, you're gonna have a chance. All right, it's not a long shot, it's a no shot. No, it never happened. Not no matter how you slice it, no matter how many causes, the outcome is gonna be the same. And that's just you subject unto this word. You subject under prophecy, man. You subject under prophecy. Esau, you have an ending. And this book foretells your end. All right, this is how we know this is the one, the true book, Isaiah 34:16. So you got a book of the Lord and read, for none shall want his mate. This is the book, man. This is the only one true book. Why? Because it's a book full of prophecies, living waters, things to foretell to come. All those other books, nothing. If they don't line up with the scriptures, all right. Again, if they don't line up with the scriptures, it ain't really nothing to take heed to. All right, if it ain't lining up with the scriptures, man, because this is the Bible, the Holy Bible is the one only true book, and the one true book we're gonna read it. It talks about how the let me get it. Get that in Isaiah. All right, this is Isaiah 31 and verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit. Right. So the Egyptians, what is that going into? The Americans, the Babylon, they are men, right? Meaning they not they're mortals. Now God is the Elohim are immortals. They're powers, literally powers, man. They're immortal. You can't kill them. You can't kill. You can't kill an angel, man. You don't have power. You know what I'm saying? No, none of this crepit, corrupt flesh. Not a chance in hell, man. All right, not a chance nowhere. Uh, and their horses flesh. Their horses talking about that power. All right, Esau's power. And Esau, he like to uh, exert his power through his weapons, his artillery, his arsenal. All right, whether that be these planes, these fighter jets, these tanks, these bombs, his SOs, whatever these devils got, what they conjured up in the lab, all right, through their wicked counsel and inventions of innovation. All right, it's all flesh, it's all for naught. All right, it ain't the spirit. And to tell you that, it says, and their horse is flesh and not spirit, right? Now the angels, the Most High, again, the Most High exert His power, right, through prophecy, right, through His messengers, the Alahim, the angels, right, through His only begotten beloved Son, Yahweh Shai, through His servants, the prophets, the elect men, right, through His judgments, again, through His angels, right, and yeah, through His word, the Lord exert His power. And, oh yeah, the chariots as well. Now, the Lord, He deals with the spirit. His spirit, the Most High is a power. He's a consuming fire. Okay, the Most High is a consuming fire. The Most High does not get weary. Let me get that scripture. Right, there's no flaw to the Most. The Most High don't get there. The Most High doesn't have chariots where they have to have an oil change. Where you gotta fill up on gas, right? Or the alternator, we gotta be changed. We start, or the radiator, it gotta be changed. No, it's completely pure power and spirit, man. The chariots, man, you gotta be out your fucking mind if you think Esau, the basis of men, a mere mortal man, all right, can't even, he, man, look, if the Most High wanted to, this man couldn't even control his own body, man, right? He have probably effects where he'll be, non-stop pissing, a constant diarrhea, man. He don't got a remedy for this. The Lord can bring a sickness on these devils to where they don't have on their own body, where they don't have a remedy, man. These devils will fucking die if they don't eat or drink water for a certain dispensation of time, man. If they go a certain dispensation of time without food or water or sleep, they will perish. Showing you they're not guys, they're not powers, man. They're not powers, bro. They're not. They're flesh. They're corruptible. They're flesh, man. Okay, and everything that man creates, in some way, form of fashion, they're corrupt. The Most High created you, and He made you earthly, and man is corrupt. Okay, and He did that for a purpose. Often for the manifestation of the sons of God to come out of these corruptible chains of darkness into the incorruptible light. But as man being a dumbed down, corruptible flesh, you can't create nothing greater than yourself. And Wisdom of Solomon goes to that. You cannot create nothing. Nothing that's more complex than the human body, than the man, the creation of man. And that's for a reason, man. And even in all that, the man is still corrupt and mere meaning weak, a weak mortal. You know. So you think a weak mortal can go toe to toe with the Most High or one of His messengers? And remember, the Most High has His messengers equipped. They're equipped to come from the fourth dimensional realm to the third dimensional realm, right, with power to do their mission, do their job. That's why you got death angels. That's why you got angels that protect. That's why you got all these different spirits, different angels set up to do different things, because the Most High, Yahweh Shai, has equipped them, all right, with the means to do so. So you think that, all right, an angel just coming to do reports, watching, right? At the chair blink, flash, and the Most High sent to do a report, watching, right? That Esau gonna be able to shoot that angel out of the sky, when the Most High gotta have that angel back at a certain distance of time to give him his report. You know, if I say you guys are Esau, quit it. Esau is funny, man. All right, Edom, this Sleazy E is a joke, man. Sleazy E is a fucking joke. He's a fucking. That's why he got to be taken out the seat. He got to be taken out the power seat, man. He's a fucking joke. All right, come with this deception and lies. I mean, he trying to save face. All right, because he see all these chariots. Like, so we got to come up. Like brother been saying, Project Bluebeam and other stuff. We know Esau come with his law, with his lies. All right, treachery and deceit. We know this, man. But that's why we got the scriptures, man, to fight against that, to battle that. We got the sword. We got the sword to cut that shit up, man. All right, and we got the shield of faith to quench the all the fear darts of the wicked, man. We got the helmet of salvation, right? The breastplate of righteousness, right? We got our loins girded about with truth, and our shoes, our boots short of, what is it? Our shoes established upon the gospel, man. Roughly paraphrase, got the sword is the word of God, right? Above all, taking the shield of faith that we may by quench the fury darts of the wicked. Gotta have faith. We hoping for something. Continue to hope. You're gonna believe. Continue to hope, have faith. Okay, I'm diligent. Yeah. It all lines up. It all works. But yeah, I'm gonna read this again. Isaiah 30, 31, and 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not God. Their horses flesh and not spirit. Right. So these chariots, these vehicles are the most high. Right. So when the Lord said the Egyptians are men and not God, they're weak. They're not the most high. Their horses, their power is flesh and not spirit. The most high's power is spirit. It's immortal. It's infinite. And let me get Isaiah 45, because the most high don't sleep. And the angels are spirits, ministers of flaming fire. So you think Esau can literally shoot down an angel, an angel of spirit? Fuck no, man. The angels are spirits that have the power to materialize in a physical third dimensional realm. But if idiot can't understand, they can't understand that, man. You know. And then they have the ability to go back in the spiritual. Like that's why look like they disappear and reappear, right? Because you have the real world, the spiritual world playing out as you have this physical third dimensional realm. Now there's spirits, angels, demons going to and fro throughout this earth that we can't see. Like you see that like chairs and stuff because angels they obviously they want you to see them. They're manifest. They can physically materialize in the physical third dimension realm, so one may see them. Now, you have spirits all around. We can't see it. The angels, like the angels that the cherub we can see, they see all that. They can see this. They can see us, the spirits. They see all of that. But we right now, we can't really, we can't see unless the Most High open up our eyes to the spiritual realm to see. And sometimes brothers, I know, cause I got said he started bugging out, but that was really for his chastisement for him not. He said he uh pretty much spoke the Lord's name. He pretty much blessed a dude in the Lord's name, but didn't mean it. So the Lord got him for that. He said he got jacked up for that. So uh, yeah, the spiritual world is very real. Like you said, the spiritual realm is very real. And the spiritual realm, they they pretty much orchestrating. Most I got them orchestrating down here behind the scenes, and they can see us, but we can't see them, and that's for a reason. They behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? That's for a reason. And the angels that's doing reports and stuff, chairs, like they see it. They see the spirits that's down here. They see the people. They see everything. They're doing reports. And this. They're pointing back to the Most High. And those spirits, they see up there. They see the chairs and they see all of that. You know. But man can't perceive that. Though man can't. But man actually think he can actually shoot an angel or one of the watch from out the sky. When it ain't happened, that'll never happen in a million years, man. All right. That'll never happen in a million years because why? Because the Most High, how about my shot ain't going for none of that. He's equipped his men, his angels with a mission to do, and they got all the power and authority. All right, like that angel had that power and authority to throw that missile back down because they shot a missile at the angel. When the angel was just simply watching, he said, "Yeah, I'm here. I'm here to do a report and take it back up to the Heavenly Father. Yahweh, Yahweh, how about my shot?" They shot a missile. The angel shot that shit right back down to the earth. So let you know you cannot fuck. You can't fuck with the church, the power of Yahweh Shema Shabbat. You fucking crazy and you lying to the people, man. Like there's some type of hope to we can actually fight these UFO. Man, when it's all said and done, these people gonna see that nigga. You ain't never stood a chance. It's gonna be quick. So I'm saying 1 hour, man, and then Yahweh Shai gonna clean up in the battle Armageddon, the Valley of Decision. Yahweh Shaphat. All right, the day of judgment or the valley of judgment, nigga, you through. Esau is a done man. All right, Esau is a done man. All right, this is Isaiah 45. No. I want 40. This is Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 25. To whom then will ye liken me? Or shall I be equal, saith the Holy One? Lift up your eyes on high. Behold, who have created these things that bringeth out their host by number? He called them all by names by the greatness of his might, for that he is strong in power. Not one faileth. Why sayest thou, O Jacob, and speakest, O Israel, my way is here from Yahweh, and my judgment is passed over from my power. Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting power, Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary? There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. Even a youth shall faint and be weary, and a young man shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. So the Most High don't. The Most High got infinite energy. The Most High don't sleep. He don't get tired. He don't get fatigued. He don't get hungry, thirsty. None of that. That's never happening, right? But man, that does all that. Think he can actually go toe to toe with the Creator. You know, Esau is a sick devil. He's sick. He ain't right in the mind. He ain't. He clearly ain't right in the mind. Cause he wouldn't be doing all this, man. And really, a person that's wicked as fuck, they just add sin into sin, they add drunkenness and thirst. They not in their right mind. They not in their right. They're not thinking about they're not thinking about the creator. They're not thinking about the fear of the Lord. They not. They sick too. You're sick. Right? You're sick. Which is the stuff that I just named a power. He doesn't sleep. He don't get tired. You can't in that you say, yeah, all this nigga in that body of yours, in that flesh of yours, let the Most High put the spirit on you, will give you that power, be able to do that. You can't comprehend that. You can't comprehend, nigga. You can't comprehend not sleeping ever, not ever getting fatigued ever, right? Not having to eat, drink, not you look, man. Like, oh yeah, Isaiah 6 said, the Lord said, cease ye from men whose breath is in his nostril. The Lord breath not in his nostril. The Lord exists. He's a consumer. The angels, they don't, their breath not in their nostrils, man. They don't have to have oxygen. None of that. You gotta have, nigga, you will drown in the water. The Lord humbled the earth during the time of Noah. He from the earth. He humbled flesh. All right, breath was in their nostril. They drowned. All right, you can't drown the angel. You can't drown the Most High power, right? They don't need oxygen, none of that, man. So like you can't even, and like I said, you can like as far as mentally you can comprehend that. You obviously, yeah, I understand that. But on from a in that from from that perspective type shit, like actually being in the Most High, Yahweh, the Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and Alahayim, the angels, you can't unless you know what I'm saying, unless you in the unless you passed on in the fourth dimension in the spiritual realm in paradise in the third heaven, then you can't comprehend what I just said. You know, unless the Most High Yahweh Shema Shah give you that power of infinite stamina, right? Which is no fatigue. Basically, you got infinite energy. You tap there, you plugged in with the source, you plugged into Yahweh, who is a source. You got infinite energy now. But to then I can't even I comprehend it in my mind, but I can't even comprehend it not in this fucking flesh. I know I get hungry. I get thirsty, I get hungry, I get sleepy, I get tired, you know, I have other emotions. So I know I'm a man. You know, I know I'm not claiming to be this guy, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm trying to make my call election sure so I can enter into that rest and, you know, and be a power and Lord willing receive spiritual power on this side, you know? But that shows you like a person that's being wicked, just flat out wicked, they don't even like have a conscience. They just wicked. They sick. They sick, man. They sick. They're not considering the Most High. I'm just put like, and the Most High is to be feared, man. That's to be feared. You can't. We're talking about a power. There's nothing to the Most High. That's low level, right? What we take for granted and necessary to live, the Most High don't need none of that. The Most High created that. That's low level to him. To the angels, that's low level to the angels. Breath is breath is not in the angel's nostrils. Like you can't drown an angel, man. You can't suffocate an angel, man. Their powers, they're ministers of ministers of flaming fire. Most High is a consumer fire. You know, it's a lot. The Most High is a consuming fire, man. All right. And again, how can Esau? Man, look, man, the clouds is coming to the clouds. The most Yahweh Shai is waxing strong and mighty. All right, let me tell you this, man. I had that was in 2021, right? It was June 2021. I had a dream. I saw the war in heaven, man. I saw Yahweh Shai and the angels with the chariots, all right, fighting against Esau and the other nations, all right, in the sky, in the air. The war in heaven that you read about in Revelation 12 chapter. I saw that, man. Yahweh Shai on the chariot, powered up, glowing, charging up. Motherfucker saying, Mayday, 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 Mayday. I saw all of that. I saw the Lord gave me that dream to see that. I saw that. And I saw all that the Most High was bringing me up to the sky, and up out of space, and then it was pretty much stars, dark out there with stars. It was just peaceful, you know. But I actually saw that. So whatever Esau shot down, it wasn't a biblical cloud. It wasn't a chariot, right? It wasn't a chariot of Israel. It wasn't the chariots of the Most High power. How about Shema Shai? It definitely was not. Cause Esau, he ain't shooting that down. We talking that's indestructible. That's infinite. That's spiritual power. Put the Lord basically said, and what we just read Isaiah 31. We said that horse is flesh and not spirit. Esau, he got carnal power, man. The Lord got spiritual power, and that's gonna be shown in the coming days. I'm gonna get the scripture. Let me close out. Let me get Matthew, because the Lord said He shall gather them with the clouds. So, and those clouds are the chariots. So, again, telling me Esau. So Esau gonna be able to shoot that. That's what Esau dream about, able to stop Israel from receiving salvation. Receiving redemption. Him able to shoot the clouds. So maybe he think maybe if the angels come and beam him up, if I can shoot him, shoot those chariots down, I can stop him. Nah, nigga. Nah, sleazy E. That ain't happening, man. That ain't fucking happening. You red pasty devil. You red pasty slime ball. All right, Matthew 24 and 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give for a light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. So the Yahweh Shai is coming in the clouds of heaven, which is the chariots, so-called UFOs, so-called UAPs, unidentified flying objects, unidentified area phenomenons, right? The chariots, right? The uh uh what they call them shit. The shape. They say about the shape. Yeah, the saucers, the flying saucers, right? The flying saucers, right? Coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather his appointment. And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Right, by way of those chariots, by the way of those clouds, man. Right, those are chariots of salvation. So that's real. That's prophesied. So Esau ain't stopping that. The Lord said, or he ain't say they gonna try to gather together his elect, and Esau gonna shoot him down, and then we're gonna be confounded, and we're gonna have to find another way to. That ain't happening, man. That ain't fucking happening. All right, it's already written. When Yahweh shall get back, when he wax strong with the mighty thousands, hundreds, and millions of angels waxing strong with great power and glory, and clouds of heaven, the chair that follows him, he gonna send his angels. The archangel gonna sound a great trumpet. You know, come up hither. The angels go got it. The Lord gonna send all the angels with them. The angels that sent to deliver the elect. They gonna get them. They gonna fly up into them. Or they gonna not fly. They gonna get beamed up. It don't look like they flying. Oh, well, I'm one of them elect. They gonna get beamed up. Zoop. Right. They gonna get beamed up. Zoop. Right. And that's gonna be elect being sealed all the way into that, going pretty much being changed because you can't go, you can't chairs, you're gonna have to be changed. So by way of processing, once you get beamed up, they're gonna automatically receive them spiritual bodies, be glorified with Yahweh shot. That's that first resurrection. Get beamed up, man. All right, and like it says, and once that happens, so shall we forever. So shall we ever be with the Lord. So we're gonna be in that. We're gonna be fasting. We're gonna be established in that same covenant as well. So like our is in it, and he was the first partaker of it. He got beamed up into the heavens. I can tell you that. Remember, Acts the first chapter. After Yahushua pretty much told him everything, he ascended up into a cloud, and then they didn't. Uh, they kept looking at all, and the angel said, "You men of Galilee, why are you standing up?" Rough paraphrasing. Matter of fact, let me get it, man. How shot said he gonna come out, but Angel also came down and said it too, said it again. Said you man again. The same how shot that you see how he going up, meaning how he went up, how did he go up? He went up, he got beamed up into a cloud, a chariot. In the same way, he gonna come back in a cloud, a chariot. Right? Let me get that. That's the spirit. And after this, I'm gonna close up. Acts 1. Now, Acts 1:9, it says, and when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. Right? A cloud, a chariot received him. He went up into that. He got beamed up, through the tractor beam, the opening of the flying saucer, the so-called UFO. Right? The chariot of the mouth. He went up into that, and it closed. And it pretty much went up into heavens. I tell you that. And when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up. He was beamed up, taken up by the chair, and a cloud received him out of their sight. Right. So he was taken up all the way to that chair, to the clothes, to where they could see him no more. Right. And while they looked steadfastly, meaning consistently, persistently on it, right, toward the heaven as he went up. So they're like, oh, because the chair, now the chair flying up, like, and Yahushua glorified now. Yeah, man. Because Yahushua like, oh, wait a minute. Like, because Yahushua is risen from the dead. Quicken. The most like quicken Yahushua. Raising from the dead, man. So it's that continual sacrifice. So this is a big thing. So they like, oh, so they just like, man, this is crazy. So they, they're like, oh, oh, him out of their sight. And while they look steadfast toward heaven, as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel. So 2 angels, right? So this is heavy. Which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye see him go into heaven. Right? So as he went up into heaven, how did he go up into heaven? By a cloud, by a chariot. He gonna come the same way again. By a cloud, a chariot, man. And ain't no stopping him. Ain't no stopping Yahushua. He coming to conquer. Tell you that in Revelation 17 or Revelation 19. Yahushua gonna conquer. All right, the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right, he had a crown, King of Kings. The Lord Lords and Lord was the conqueror. He gonna conquer everything. All right, Yahushua coming back as a lion of the tribe of Judah. You gonna see that lion, man, for sure. But that, I'm gonna close it out, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash, Karla Ibla, Allahayanawa, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. All right. Yahweh Shema Shai, Barakatum to Falek, and peace, blessings, and salutations to the house of David the elect. DTA, death to America, death to America, death to America, death to America. A Bible soon, a Bible soon, a Bible soon, and a Bible soon. Come out, Shalom. Shalom, shalom to the elect, man. Shalom.